Okay, recording this video on Wednesday, the 28th of July, 2021. It's just gone 11:12 p.m. Chicago time. Do hope you are doing well. So this is very late to be putting out a video today, but left my desk and went surfing without checking all of my charts. As soon as I got home, I saw all these signals had popped up on a bunch of charts. So I just wanted to show you those really quickly. But before doing that, just to say a huge thank you to everybody who liked and commented and sent me emails about the last video to do with the Hawaiian Surfer advice for trading. I think I got about 32 likes on that video so far, which is about 7% of everybody who watched it, which is huge. And then a few comments and then quite a few emails I got on it. So thank you for all of that. It's really much appreciated. I love it when people kind of tell me what they actually think of the content, you know, with a simple like or just adding a comment or whatever. If you do send me an email, by the way, I try and get back to you, but I'm pretty overwhelmed, as is everybody with emails. So but if you put a comment in the video, that also helps, because there might be other people who are watching the channel who want to kind of add to your comment or answer a question or whatever, and I'll try to answer kind of comments more publicly that way on YouTube. But anyway, so a big thank you to everybody. So let's talk charts. FOMC today, I mean, do we care what they actually say? But as soon as, you know, announcements kind of come out, things do happen. Signals do kind of pop up on charts, and we got a lot of signals happening on the FX Forex charts. So let's start off with the Euro chart. So here we go. We've got the 440 tick bar chart of at EC, continuous contract of the Euro. And we've been spending a long time kind of bottoming down here. We actually don't have a triple signal because there have been so many exhaustion patterns kind of both ways. But for me, I like this now because we're now above better pro-am. We had this big sequence of blue professional bars, and we've clearly busted above that grouping there. So the background's printed red here, showing we're oversold. We've got an exhaustion sell, some kind of short covering rally activity here. This kind of flush pattern's almost getting us going, and then we've come back into another blue professional bar breaking through this channel. So that's like a gathering type pattern, kind of jumping the creek, if you like, kind of getting this move kind of going. So that's heading off up against the USD. We've also got the British pound signaled a few days ago. I'm not sure why the British pound has been the strongest of all of those kind of currencies over the last few days, but we had a nice little kind of triple signal here. We had an early one here that came to nothing. We kind of reversed at blue professional bars, got out here, we went the other way, but they stepped back in. This is a blue professional bar, kind of almost getting us out of that kind of oversold position, getting the move going. And we've broken into a confirmed uptrend here, and we're above blue professional bars. So the British pound's been, signaling for the last 3 or 4 days, and that's continuing to strengthen. I suppose this is all probably driven by, COVID vaccine, how people think different economies are going to bounce out in terms of their strength. Aussie dollar's looking strong, but it's kind of not signaled as yet. Not surprised, because they're having problems in Australia. They've kind of locked down again in New South Wales for another month, I think. So, it's going to be stop, start with the Aussie economy. But here we're looking, we just need a break above this trailing stop on Breda Pro-Am, and that'll give us another triple. So we'll have bullish divergence. Here we've got oversold condition with the background red, a bust above the blue professional bars, trailing stop there would give us a triple there. So that would give us a signal on Aussie dollar. If all the other currencies kind of head up against the USD, the Aussie will follow along, but it's kind of the weakest in terms of the patterns there. Canadian dollar, though, is doing very nicely. Again, that kind of signaled in pretty early. So we had, again, not kind of classic patterns. Blue professional bars come in with an oversold condition. We break above there, and so we've got strength here. And then we get funny little pattern here, kind of exhaustion sell and then immediately exhaustion buy. So this is in an uptrend here. We've got another signal to kind of go long. So Canadian dollar is kind of going up as well. Mexican peso, which is fairly thinly traded, but I think it's an interesting kind of currency. Again, we've got a couple of signals going off here. I don't know. I'm not sure I've got any kind of theories on the Mexican peso. Sometimes it tends to be a little bit counter the European currencies. But anyway, we've got a setup here with exhaustion, sell, bullish divergence. We've broken above blue professional bars kind of in here. And seemingly we're kind of strengthening there. So Mexican peso is looking good. And Swiss franc. Swiss franc also signaled a few days ago that we've been bottoming with exhaustion. Well, I keep on saying exhaustion sell, but we've not had a lot of exhaustion sell patterns here. We've had a lot of these kind of reversal type exhaustion patterns. But the background is red, showing oversold condition. We bounce out of that. We're above these blue professional bars. The bars themselves are painted red, so we're in an uptrend, and we've got a whole bunch of signals kind of going on here. So the Swiss franc is strong. Gold and silver. Now, gold, 77 tip bar chart here. We had a signal several weeks ago now, beginning of July, and I was kind of long into this trade, but it never really went anywhere, so I kind of jumped out of it. But having had resistance or cyclically kind of overbought here with the background being grey, we weakened from there. We didn't have exhaustion buy. We only had a couple of blue professional bars kind of up here, but we've come back into a lot of blue professional bars kind of stepping in here at 1800. So so we've gone from overbought to oversold. So we've got a nice kind of oversold condition here. We busted above those blue professional bars, which is good. We got rid of a whole bunch of kind of short selling volume there with exhaustion sell, and we bounced from there, having had a signal at the beginning of the month. So gold is looking good for a continuation of that uptrend, and silver, having had some really nasty activity, pretty swift sell downs down to 24.50. We tried to bottom here, but that wasn't enough, so we've come down to another level here. We're oversold, we've got exhaustion sell, we're about to bust above that trailing stop. Nice to have a bullish divergence signal to come in, and that'll give us a triple as soon as we get these two other conditions. So that's kind of silver going up as well. Now, crude, mentioned this the other day, I've been long crude because we had this signal. We've raced away. These blue professional bars kind of buying here into 70 are getting the move going, and we've busted above 72, and we're kind of keeping going here. Not worried about this until we see kind of blue professional up bars, and where they come in will be interesting, whether it's going to be around the 74.50, 75, or we'll kind of keep on going through. So long crude, and that's kind of continuing to rally seemingly. And wheat also kind of signaled with another kind of re-entry trade today. So wheat had sold off, exhaustion sell, bullish divergence. We had cyclically oversold patterns, two of them, probably one behind this bar. No, it would have been based on this one. So we had two signals going on here, and we raced away. And I was into that trade on wheat, got in kind of on this break up, but took profits way too early. I think I was out at like 72 or 74, something like that. And I was just nervous and didn't see any blue professional bars to get out of. So that was a poor trade. It was profitable, but I was out too early. But because we have not seen blue professional bars at the high here at 712, we've got a continuation of this uptrend. So we've come down, had a little bit of weakness, false little break. We've got another break going on at the moment. So if this trend turns positive again, keeps on going up with red bars, that's the better sine wave kind of trending system. We've got a continuation of this uptrend, and we're in an uptrend because we've not seen blue professional bars kind of take profits at the highs or exhaustion patterns or anything like that. So that's why I've kind of re-entered into the wheat trade. So there we go. If I look at all of those, a lot of those are to do with kind of money printing. So we've got strength in the euro and all the non-USD currencies, and so weakness in the US dollar. And then we've got gold and silver starting to rally as well. We've got commodities rallying as well, crude and wheat. So kind of suggests that people view the FOMC announcements as being more money printing, and therefore, weaker US dollar, stronger commodities, stronger precious metals. We've also got kind of Bitcoin up at 40,000. So that seems to be kind of the picture that we got today. So let's see if we get kind of continuation of those Forex trends over the next couple of days. That could be really nice.